Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Okay, after SLIP serial line internet protocol, after know that because of some disadvantage of the SLIP, there is no support for link testing from one data to the another data. Because of this reason, the next protocol name is the PPP, point to point protocol. So the point to point protocol is the internet standard protocol. It is a very suitable protocol to relaying the IP packet over the serial lines. Clear this point here? No any points here, no any problem. Any type of data, any type of IP packet we can pass by using such protocol. So simply we can say that the PPP is currently the best solution for the internet connection also. Clear this point here? That means it is a standard protocol. Without any problem we can use such a protocol. So simply we can say as is the best protocol and best solution for our internet connections. Okay, kya? And it is a application level protocol. As we know that many type of the application level protocol are there. For example, TCP IP, HTTP, FTP, all are the application level protocol. So one more protocol name we can say that in our application level, that is the point to point protocols here. Correct? No? The point to point protocol in this case, so we can say is a layered protocol and starting with the LCP protocol also. So it holds or it can or we can say as it is a LCP protocol. What about the LCP? Link control protocol. That means we can say some of the disadvantage of the SLIP, the disadvantage, there is no support for link testing. Is it? So I already said in our SLIP no support for the link testing in this case here. That means no any support for our one data to the another. But what about the PPP? So starting with the LCP protocol, link control protocol for the link establishment. Clear this point? So this is the advantage of this protocol. So finally we can say about our IPCT. So what's the full form of the IPCT? Internet Protocol Control Protocol permits the transfer or the transport of IP packet over our PPP protocol. That means we can pass any kind of the IP packet information by using the protocol like our PPP protocol. We know that the full form is the point to point protocol. So clear this point. So this protocol is also using to pass some of the packet information, some of the piece of information. By using such protocol we can pass from one computer to the another computer. Okay, now after the PPP, the next thing about our internet, the internet here. So we are in the sixth point. The point name is the internet. So what about the internet? As we know that when the network going to connect to the another network is called as the internet. Is it correct? Yeah, I already explained about this one, the meaning of the internet. We know the meaning of the networking. Maybe 5 computers are there in our networking. In second network also 5 computers are there. Now totally such 5 and 5 computers going to connect with each other is called as the internet. So we can say that the internet is a worldwide, correct here, network of computer networks, and the network were developed from the first network ARPANET. As we know that the meaning of the internet, the network of computer networks. So the first network name was the ARPANET. The full form of the ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So So this is the full form, Advanced Research Project Agency Network here. So in simple word, the meaning of the internet in 1 mark we can say as the internet is made up of many networks, correct? No, maybe this small network, maybe by using 3 computers we can make the network here, maybe by using 10 computers we can make the network. So it is so we can say a network is made up of many networks in this case here. So clear this point. What about the network and all those network going to, that means maybe whatever the network is there, maybe here 1 network, 2 network, 3 network, all those going to connect one to another, and totally is called as the internet here. And the each network, so here totally 3 networks are there here. So the each network is run by different companies, and all those networks, whatever the interconnected, the joining networks are going to connect or interconnected at the peering points, clear? In 1 point going to connect in this case. So we can say about our internet, it is an interconnection of large and small networks around the globe. So many times I said the meaning of the internet, correct? Look here. And what's the use of the internet? What's the common use of the internet? So we can say the common use of the internet here, the internet standard is that which allow to connect one network and communicate with users on another network. So this is the purpose of the internet. That means just by using one network we can make the communication with the users on the another network, correct? Look here. So this is the meaning of our networking or the internet here. So clear the meaning of the internet. So lastly we can say that the first network name ARPANET, we know that full form, the Advanced Research Project Agency Network here. So this is the full form of the ARPANET, and the 1 mark question, internet is made up of many networks, clear this point here, many networks, and each network run by different company, or it is an interconnection of small or large networks. The purpose of the internet standard is that it possible to make a communication that is from one network user to the another network user. Okay, now after completing the internet, the last topic, that is our the interspace. Okay, the interspace. So we can say the interspace is a client server software program. Clear this part here. It is a client, maybe this one is about our client and this is called as the server, and in between we using some of the interface just to make the communication from one to the another here. So clear this part. So it is a client server software program. Okay, it is a software program, the interface. But why we using such a software program? So which allow the users to make communication with online, that means which allowing the user to make some of the communication with the online. So by using the online we can do some of the features like maybe we can use for the our text chat, correct? We can make some of the chatting in this case here, otherwise the video, or we can say that the audio, that means the voice call recording in this case here. So this is the purpose of the interspace. So the interspace provide the most advanced form of communication that is available on the internet today. Clear this point here. So it is the most advanced form of the communication. That means with the communication we can use for the text chat, we can use for our video call here, and also for the audio call here. So it is a client server software program. So clear this point about all the some important point about our TCP IP, STTP, FTP, SLIP. It is the first protocol, clear, because of some disadvantage. That means there is no any link testing from one data to the another here because of some disadvantage. One more protocol name PPP, point to point protocol. So it is a LCP protocol, link control protocol here. So such we can say that internet protocol control protocol permit the transport of a IP packet, that means the information, piece of information over our protocol like the PPP link link protocol, and later the internet, we know that what's the meaning of the internet, and lastly the interspace, that means which allow the user to make some of the communication online. By online, that means we can do some of the text chat, and we can use for the video call as well as the audio call. So this is some point about all protocols. Welcome to our second view computer science online classes. In last class we studied some important concept from networking concept about some of the protocols, TCP IP and HTTP, and also we can say FTP, SLIP, PPP. So all are the important, with that some of the meaning of the internet and also the interspace. Now in today's class we are going to study the new topic, that is the elementary terminology of networks. Elementary terminology of the networks here. So we can say that some typical hardware components of the network. Some typical the hardware components of the network are, the first one called as the nodes and second one called as the server. Okay, here some typical hardware components of the network. The first one is the node, NODES. The node also called as the workstation. The workstation means computer only called as the node or the workstation or the machine system here. So many names are there here. And also the second hardware component of the network, that is called as the server. Now let's the first of all the meaning of the node or the workstation. The term node refers to the computer, correct? No, I said about this one, the node, computer, machine, system. So whatever the name I am going to use, meaning is the same, that is called as the computer. So refers to the computer. Now what we using the computer? So the computer are used to attach to the network. Maybe how we are going to develop the network here. So how we are going to create the network? We know that all those creation of the network is possible just through the computer. We are going to connect from computer to the computer, and then we are going to pass the resources of the information or resources of anything is that is from one computer to the another computer through the network here. So we can say that the term node refers to the computer and that are attached to the network and using to share resources of the network. If attaching is there, if connection is there, then only we can pass some of the information. We can share specific resources of the network like hardware, software, data, information, programs, hard disk, modem, printer, whatever is there, we are going to pass from one to the another. So we can say, of course, if there were no nodes, maybe if you are not using any computer, is it able to create the networking here? No. So we can say that of course if there were no nodes, that means there would be no network at all, correct? No, if no computer is there, we can say that the networking is possible just through the computer, but also there is zero computers, that means no computer is there. So is it able to create the network? So we can say that of course if there were no nodes, there would be no network at all. So this is the meaning of the nodes. Clear the meaning of the nodes? Okay, now after the meaning of the nodes, the next thing about our server. Clear this point here, the meaning of the server here. So here we can say that the server, before going to tell how many types of the server are there here. So first of all the meaning of the server. So a server is a www server, correct? No, maybe this one is called as the client. Okay, so all those information going to display on screen, the web browser screen here, that means it is called as the client here. And later next one is all those information is there in our this computer, and this computer is called as the server. So such server going to pass the information to the client side, correct here, by using some of the protocol. Example like our protocol like the HTTP protocol here. So we can say that is a www. Now I am going to tell about this meaning. Is a www server here that respond to the request made by the web browser. Whatever the requesting that is made by our client, that respond to the request made by the web browser, made by the client side. So clear this point, the meaning of the server here. Okay, now the meaning of the server. After that, let's see how many types of the servers are there. So there are two type of the servers are there. So the server can be classified or can be of here, non-dedicated server and the dedicated server. So clear the point. Node, clear now to everyone. What about the node? The workstation only call as the node, and the meaning of the server. Now just only I said, so whatever the information you want, you can just request through the server, and the server passing information to the client side here. So clear. Now such a server are classified into two types. So the types are, first one is the non-dedicated server and second one is the dedicated server. Now let's the meaning of the non-dedicated server. So what about the non-dedicated server? So we can say that on smaller network installation. What about the smaller network installation? That means networking is there, interconnection of computer is there, all the computer are connected with each other, but just only here we are using less number of computer while going to develop the network. Clear this point here. Maybe bigger network installation means many number of computers are there. Clear this point. Maybe the 100,000, 2,000, many number of the computers are there, but in case of the smaller network installation means here less number of computer going to use while going to develop the network. Okay, now in smaller network installation, a workstation that can double as a server. So what about a workstation that can double as a server? Maybe for example here some of the computers are there, and in this example just only I want to use 4 computers. Now this computer work as a workstation as well as the server. Clear this point. It is not specially reserved only for the server job. We know the meaning of the server. What's the job that is done by our server here? The job is just it providing whatever the information the client side program want, it just providing depend on the request of the client, it providing the information to the client side. So this is the main purpose of the server or this type of work that is done by our server here. So but we can say that non-dedicated server means a workstation, or maybe it is called as the workstation. It is also called as the workstation computer, and this computer is also called as the workstation computer. But our first computer I already written as workstation as well as the server. Clear this point here. But in 3 computer I didn't write the server. So we can say that maybe whatever the information these 3 computer want, just all those information going to pass from the first computer, going to pass from the first to the next computer, maybe to next computer, or maybe to our last computer. So clear this point. So we can say that a workstation, that means a computer that can double, that can work as a workstation as well as the server. Such computer or such computer is called as the non-dedicated server. Clear this point here. Since it is not completely dedicated to the cause of serving, that means it is not just reserved only for server purpose, serving purposes here. That means it works like other computer also. How the other computer going to work? It work like that computer only, but also it is serving some of the source of information to our next computer also. So clear the meaning of the, so we can say that it is not completely dedicated to the cause of serving, not just only usable only for serving purposes. It works server as well as server plus workstation. Clear this point here. So this one is about some point in case of the non-dedicated server. So but what about, is it able to pass lot of information from this computer to the next computer? So we can say that here can facilitate, that means whatever the sharing of information is there among the workstation on a proportionately smaller scale. Clear this point. While Why? Because we know that this one computer not just only used only for the server purposes, this computer also used for the server plus workstation computer. Correct me kya? So it going to double up work. The double up work is the workstation plus server. So because of this reason kya, whatever the information, that means such computer just passing the information among the workstation among to the next computer on a proportionately smaller scale. Clear this point here? So here this is, or simple, in simple meaning, the meaning of the not dedicated server, since one computer that is work in a workstation as well as the server. Clear this point here? One computer work as a workstation as well as the server is called as the non-dedicated server, but it is slow when you are going to compare to the dedicated server. We know that why it is slow. Why? Because it doing both work. Correct? Now workstation plus the server kya? Server work. So because of this kya, we can say that it is very slow compared to our dedicated server, and also require much memory. Clear this point here? Require the much memory kya? So the network using such a server or such non-dedicated server is also calling as the P2P network. Such a server is also called as the non-dedicated server, as well as such one is only called as the P2P. The spelling of the P-E-E-R to P-O-P-E-E-R. So P2P networks here. So clear this point here. Non-dedicated server. It is very simple. In one marks question, we can say that means it is a computer, and this computer work as a server as well as the workstation is called as the non-dedicated server here, or in simple meaning a workstation that can double as a server known as non-dedicated server. It is very slower. Correct me kya? Okay. Now after completing the non-dedicated server, the next thing about our dedicated server kya? So what about the dedicated server? So what about the dedicated? That means here we can say, we can going to reverse the meaning of the non-dedicated server. So on bigger network installation, I already said the meaning of the smaller network installation, less number of computer going to develop as a network here. On bigger network installation means a many large number of the computers or many dozen of the computers going to use to create, to develop the network here. So there is one computer, and such computer is specially reserved for servers job. Clear this point here? So maybe we can say that here some of the computers are there kya? Okay, many computers are there kya? And just these computers are called, whatever the computers are there kya? All computers are called as the workstation, but just only the one computer, this computer is specially reserved for the server job. Clear this point here? So maybe file server or any type of the server. Later I will tell how many types of the servers are there. Or for example, for the servers, we know that in our first example, just only for the first computer I return as the workstation server, and these three computers are called as the workstation. But in this example, I just specially reserve one computer only for the job. The job is the server, and whatever the computers are there, all those are called as the workstation computer. So there is computer specially reserved for the server's job, and its job is only, what's the job? That means it allows the workstation to access the data or maybe any hardware and software resources from one computer to the, that means here access from the server. Clear this point? So whatever, if they want any type of information, they need to make a request to the server computer. So all those information is there in this computer only, and later after receiving the request, the server passing information to the workstation. So clear this point here? So it does not double up as a workstation, but in this case what I said, non-dedicated server, that means it works as a server plus workstation. It works as a double up manner here. Correct here? But we can say that dedicated server means here it does not double up as a workstation is known as the dedicated servers. So clear this point here. What about the dedicated server here? And lastly, we can say that the network using such a server known as the master-slave network. Clear this point here. So this network, non-dedicated server known as the P2P network here, and the dedicated server or such type of server is also known as the master-slave networks. So clear this point. What about the master-slave networks as well as about our P2P network here? And lastly, now what are the example are there for the servers? So on a network there may be several servers here, correct now? So some of the servers why we using, that means to allow the workstation to do some of the sharing of the resources, maybe the hardware, software, each and everything. So one example server name we can say as the file server. Okay, so the file server, it one or best example for the server here. So the name is the file server. So what's the work that is performed by our file server? So here we can say that the file server serving the file related request, like maybe the storing of the files, or maybe anything we can say about deciding about their access privileges, at what time any one workstation computer at what time need to come to access any information from the server. So deciding about their access privileges here, and also regulating the amount of space allowed for each user. Clear this point here. Some of the space is there for each workstation. That means here it's not possible just only the one computer access all those information from the server. So regulating the amount of space allowed for the each server. So all those work that is done or performed by our file server. So clear the meaning about the file server here. So what are the tasks performed by our file server? Storing the files here, deciding about their access privileges, as well as we can say about regulating the amount of space allowed for the each user. So like that only some other servers. So some other servers are called as the modem server and printer server. The modem server and the printer server. Now let's first of all the meaning of the printer server. Why we using the printer server? File server clear now to everyone, just to store the files, and we know that with that it also going to perform some other task. Now let's see what's the task that is performed by our printer server. So the printer server, we can say that here take care of printing requirement of number of the workstation. Maybe if any problem is there in case of the printing requirement of the workstation. So whatever the problem is there about the printer here, so all those printer problem is that is going to take care of our printer server. Clear this point here. So the printer server take care the printing requirement of the number of the workstations here, and later finally we can say about our modem server. What's the use of the modem server? So here we can say that such a modem server is specially using or specially used by our network group of users, correct now here, the network users, and they are that means they are using the modem just to know the long distance message. If you want to pass any message in a long distances, that means we need to use the one equipment. The name of the equipment or the device is called as the modem. So clear this point. What about the modem here? That means such a modem is specially used by our network users. They want to pass the information to a long distances. So it tells the users to use the modem in a especially in our long distance coverage area or a long distance network in this case. So all are the some concept about our servers as well as the nodes, and the server classified as the non-dedicated server and the dedicated server. Now in today's class we know that in last class we studied some important concept that is from servers, the meaning of the node only called as the workstation, and servers means the www server here that respond to the request made by the web browser. And also we know that some of the server types are non-dedicated server and dedicated server, and some example for the servers are file server, printer server, modem server. We know that all the uses of each server clearly, correct? No? Okay, now in today's class we are going to discuss about the network, types of network here, and also the differences between the LAN as well as the WAN here. So before going, I am not going to tell the LAN, WAN, each and everything. Just I am going to start, that is from the network. Clear this point? That is from our network here. So here just only what's the meaning of the network? We already know in our first starting class only the meaning of the network. A network is an interconnection of autonomous computer. Autonomous computer called as the independent computers, correct? No? So the two computers are capable to be interconnected, that means to share some of the resources or the exchange of the information. Why we connecting two computers together? The purpose, the key purpose is the just to share the information, to exchange the information one to another. So this is the purpose of the networking here. So we can say the definition of the network is the computers are autonomous. The definition says that means here that means whatever the computer is that is going to use in the computer, it's not possible to start, stop or control one another, correct? No? What's the computer? That means they work independently. Such computer is called as the such computer are going to use in the network. Clear this point? And such computer it's not possible to make the start, stop or control one another here. So this is the meaning of the networking. Okay, now we know that the meaning of the networking, but also some other point about the network we can say as a computer network means a computer that are linked by a communication system. That means the one computer going to make connection with the another computer, and the purpose is the communication system purposes. The purpose is to make the communication, to share any kind of information from one to another. So just I used here a computer network means a computer that are linked by a means of communication system. So this is one more meaning of our network here. So like that only we can say about the networking meaning as a small group of linked computer, correct? No? Maybe sometime bigger network installation, sometimes smaller network installation, but also we can say a link of computers, a small group of linked computers here, or maybe to a chain of few hundred computers, correct? No? Just one computer going to use? No, because sometime we are using a large number of the installation, so to a chain of different number of the computers here, and the purpose we know that. And here not just only for every networking we using just one type of network, no, we are using different type of the computers. Maybe the computers like our PC computer sometime for the network going to use, sometime our mini computer also going to use in the network, sometime the mainframe computer. So different network different computers are going to use while going to develop the network, and all those computers are going to spread around the world. So this is the meaning of the network. So clear the meaning of the network. So the meaning of the network means here we can say that a group of linked computers and a chain of few different number of the computers here going to link one to another. That means while going to create the networking, we are not going to use one type of the computer, different type of computer are going to use, maybe the PC, personal computer, mini computer, and all those computer going to spread around the world here. So this is about our computer network, correct? No? So a computer are basically, or we can say mostly the computer are classified on the basis of our geographical spread. That means some computer going to connect within a range of few kilometer, and sometimes the computer is possible to get it in a long distance coverage area. Clear this point here? So we can say that the computer, the network computer are mostly classified on the basis of the geographical spread here. So the network can be of three types. So what are the types are there? It's a very important question also, the types of the network. So the network can be of three types. The types are local area network, in short form called as the LANs. Second one is the WANS, WANs, the wide area network here, and third one is called as the MAN, MANS, MANs, metropolitan area network. As we know that the network classified as the LAN, WAN, MAN, and we know the full form also about the LAN, WAN, MAN. Now let's all those we are going to explain one by one about our networking. Okay, so first of all I want to select the first point. The first point name is called as the LAN. So here in our small network installation, the computer, or we can say that the computer here that are connected to a localized area. This small network installation, that means when you are going to create any LAN network, just only less number of computer, few number of computer going to use, and all those computer are connected within a range of 10 kilometers. Clear this point here? That means just only their range is only the 10 kilometers. So within 10 kilometers, just only few number of computer we can use in this case. So such network are known as the local area network, that are connected within a range of 10 kilometers here, or within a localized area, we can say maybe for an office here, or maybe to connect the building, or maybe within a building here, or maybe within the factory, etc. are going to connect the computer with each other, so known as the local area network. And we know that the short form is called as the LANs, only the full form called as the local area network. Correct, no? Kya? So this is some point about our LAN. So but why we connecting all those computer within a range of 10 kilometer or within a range of localized area? So the key purpose of the LAN is to share the resources among its users here. Maybe the sharing of resources like our hardware and software resources going to share among its users. Clear this point here? So finally we can say that the LAN can share some of the data, information, programs here, or maybe any printers here, okay, kya, hard disk, modem. So each and every hardware component, the network hardware components here, or maybe the data, information, or any type of programs are going to share through the LAN because of the connection in the network. Clear this one? Connection in the computers. So clear this point about what about the LAN and what's the purpose why we are connecting the computer. That means such computer are going to connect within a range of 10 kilometers here, and the purpose is just only to share all those information, maybe the printer, modem, each and every information one to another here. Now on our typical LAN configuration or in the connection of the LAN network, in simple words we can say that whatever I used here in typical LAN configuration, the meaning is just only in LAN connecting network. Clear? So the one computer is designed as a file server. The one computer specially designed as a file server. So we know that the meaning of the file server. That means if any computer is work as a file server means it stores all of the files. Correct me here? It stores all of the files here, as well as that control the network, as well as that control the software here, and such software that means used by every workstation that are attached to the network. So clear this point here? So we can say that, that means here not just only one computer work as a workstation as well as the server. In case of the LAN, the one computer specially designed for the job, their job is just only work in a file server basis here. So if any computer specially designed for the file server means it works, it is storing the file here, it controlling the network in this case as well as control all kind of the software, whatever the software is there, and later all those what's the information is there in the file server computer. So all those information going to pass to every workstation computer. So clear this point here. So we can say that some point about the file server. Now let's, what about the workstation? Which computer is called as the workstation computer? So we can say the workstation computer means the computer connected to the file server. Clear this point here. The computer connected to the computer connected to the file server, such computer are called as the workstation computer. And when you are going to compare the workstation and the file server, which computer is very high powerful? So the workstation can be less powerful when you are going to compare with the file server. Clear this point here. The which computer is a very powerful? The file server computer is a very powerful when you are going to compare with the workstation. As we know that why it is very powerful, why? Because it store all the files, software, each and everything, or maybe any information that is need by our workstation computer, all those information going to pass just through the file server only here. So because of this it is very powerful, and not just only it store all the files, some additional hard drives also available on our file server. Clear this point here, on their hard drives here. So some point this is about our LAN. So clear the meaning of the LAN. That means it is a small network, and such network or computer going to connect within a range of 10 kilometers, within a range of localized area, within a factory, within a building or an office in this case, and purpose is sharing of the resources. Because of this computer going to connect from one to another. Okay, now after completing the LAN, the next thing about our WANs. Okay, now we completed the meaning of the LANs in this case. Now just I selected the second point, that is called as the WANs. Okay, now the full form of the WAN. What's the full form of the WAN here? The full form of the WAN, we can say that our wide area network. Now before going to tell any meaning about our WAN, now let's first of all we select the third point. Why? Because this is the first bigger network, this is the first network, or we can say that the next little bit high network compared to LAN, that is the metropolitan, and lastly this is very largest network. So such largest network, let's see later words we will tell here. So before that, before going to tell the WAN, I want to select the third point, that is the MANs. We know that metropolitan area network, correct now? So the metropolitan area network, here now we are in the concept of the MANs, should remember it. I am going to tell the third point, not the second point. Third point, MAN are the networks, and that network spread over a city. Clear this point? But what I said in case of the LAN, within a range of 10 kilometer, computer going to connect within a range of 10 kilometer, or the diameter of the computer is very less, correct now? Here not more than few kilometers. So this is about our LAN. But in case of the metropolitan area network, here we can say that are the networks, and here that spread over a city. So one example, suitable example we can say for our metropolitan area network, that is cable TV network. Clear this point here. So the cable TV network that also spread over a city. Clear? That means more than a range of 10 kilometers here. So it connected the computers more than a range of 10 kilometers. Such network is called as the metropolitan area network. That means it connected, or any computer going to connect over a city here. So this is about metro. Okay, metropolitan area network. But what's the purpose purpose of the metropolitan area network, whether they have some other purposes or maybe they have the same purposes like our LAN. So we can say that the purpose of our metropolitan area network, the purpose is the same like our LAN only. That means can share the resources among its users. So clear this point here. So this is about our metropolitan area networks. So clear now the meaning of the metropolitan area network. Okay, now let's about our third point, that is called as the wide area network. So the wide area network, that means spread across the countries. Should remember it, what I said for our LAN within a range of 10 kilometers. I said the computer going to connect or that spread over a city here. Clear? That means more than 10 kilometers here within a range 10 kilometers, that is about our LAN, more than the range of 10 kilometers. Now the wide area network here, so we can say that spread across the countries. Clear? Across the countries are known as the wide area networks. So such wide area networks contain a group of computers. Correct? No, I already said if no computer, whether it is called as the network. No, it is not called as the network. Maybe if any one computer is there, it is not called as the network. Just the network means we need two computers. The one computer should pass any information to the next computer, then only called as the network. So the wide area network contain a group of computers and that are separated by a large distances and tied together. That means going to connect together. Clear this point here? That means maybe one computer, if you get here, the second computer we will get in our next city. Clear this one? Like that, the computer. So the computer that are separated by a large distances, and whatever the computers are there, how many computers are there, all those computers going to connect in one point here, are tied together here. So clear this point. So when you are going to compare the WAN linked computer facilitate the fast and efficient exchange of the information. So we can exchange the information by using LAN and MAN. Okay, here, but also when you are going to compare LAN, WAN, MAN, our WAN computer, connected computer, or whatever the computers are there that is going to link with the WAN network here, such computer facilitate the fast and efficient exchange of the information. So clear this point here. That means all those information going to exchange at very high speed and also at very low cost. Okay, so this is some point about our WAN. But in case of our LAN metropolitan area, we don't want any public networks. But what about in case of the WAN? So the computer connected to the wide area network also need to connect through public networks. So what about the public networks? That means need to connect not just only the computer here going to connect one to another here. If we are using the WAN network, that means with that computer we need some other public network also. The public network, that is our telephone system. Clear this point here? Sometime it going to connect with the telephone system, or sometime it also going to connect with our satellite or the leased lines. Clear this point? In case of the LAN, we don't want any public networks. Okay, just only the computer going to connect one to another in this case here. Clear this point here? But in case of our WAN, we can say that here we also need to connect in case of our public networks by using the satellite or the leased lines. Okay, so this is some point about our the LAN, WAN and the metropolitan. So lastly, we can say that the largest existence network, the network name is called as the WAN internet network. Okay, so about our, now we completed the LAN, WAN as well as the MAN here. So clear? So just I want to recall about this one, the local area network, that means our within a range of 10 kilometer, purpose to share the resources. The WAN here also purpose share the resources, but a group of computers connected in a large distances, and all those computers, whatever the computers are there in WAN, everything going to connect tight together. Okay, and also we need public networks, not just only the computer, with that we need public networks here, and also the public networks means telephone exchange or maybe need to connect to the satellite, and later metropolitan area network spread over a city, correct, and purpose is to share some of information from one computer to the another computer or among its users. Okay. Now we know that the differences between LAN and WAN. The first point is about the diameter of not more than, that means about not more than few kilometers, that means connected within a range of 10 kilometers. So an upper limit approximately 10 kilometers and a lower limit approximately we can say about 1 kilometer the computer going to connect. And about the WAN, we know that span entire countries, that is called as the spread across the countries, correct? No, a group of computer going to connect and all are going to connect in a large distances and tied together. So this is about our WAN. Now the second point we can say about the LAN. So before going to tell the LAN, let's about the WAN. So WAN normally operate, that means a speed less than 1 Mbps. The Mbps full form is the megabit per second. But what about the LAN? So the LAN, it going to normally operate at between 1 and 10 Mbps. So but in case when they want to operate at a higher speed, they need to use some of the optical, that means optical fiber technology. If they are using optical fiber technology, then it are possible to achieve some order of the speed of our Mbps. Clear this point here? So it's not possible to achieve at very higher speed. If they want to achieve at very higher speed, they need to use some of the optical fiber technology. Clear this point? So that means we can say that, and also we can say that the connection is very small or within a range of 10 kilometers. So it going to work, it going to pass the information at very quick manner when you are going to compare with the WAN in this case. And later next one, very low error rates. Clear this point? The differences, that is very low error rates here. So very low error rates means here, as we know that because of the short distance involved, correct? No, that means the connection within a range of 10 kilometer or upper limit 10 kilometer, lower limit 1 kilometer, just a small number of or less number of computer going to connect in case of the LAN here. So because of the short distance involved, that means the LAN error rate is much lower when you are going to compare with the WAN. Clear this point here? So we can say that very low error rates. Clear to everyone? But what about in case of the WAN? Comparatively higher error rates. Why? Because here we know that many computers are there, many large number of the computers are there. All those are going to connect at large distances and then going to tie it together here. So because of this reason we can say about our LAN. Third point, that is very low error rate because of the short distance involved. The error rate in LAN is much lower than in WAN, that is 1000 times lower than in WAN. Clear this one? So very low error rate and comparatively higher error rates here. And lastly we can say that our LAN, that is the complete ownership by a single organization. Whether we want the double ownership in case of the LAN, no, we can say that the complete ownership by a single organization. So because of the entire network or because of entire LAN network is under the ownership of single organization, correct na kya? But what about in case of the WAN? Owned by multiple organization. So why I written here multiple organization? That means normally operated by the communication, that means here the communication post and telephone authorities. Clear this part here? So because of this complete or under the ownership of the multiple organization. So clear about all differences. It's very important topic also, the differences between LAN and WAN. Just last time I want to repeat, that means diameter of not more than few kilometers within a range of 10 kilometer, but WAN span entire countries, spread across the countries, correct na kya? And later next one, what about the speed? That means the speed in case of the WAN less than 1 megabit per second, but it going to operate at a speed of 1 to 1 and 10 Mbps. But when you want to operate at a high speed, we need to use optical fiber technology. If you are using, then only it possible to achieve all those speed. Clear this one, speed operation. And later next one, very low error rates. That means here because of short distance involved, the connected within range of 10 kilometer. So very nearly we will get the computer because of short distance involved. The error rate in LAN is much lower when you are going to compare with the WAN, correct? No, so the error rate that is 1000 times less than in WAN. So in case of the WAN, we can say that comparatively higher error rates here. And lastly, about the LAN, complete ownership by a single organization. They don't want any ownership in this case, but in case of, we can say that owned by multiple organization. I already said here, computer connected not just only to one computer to the another. With that, we need to use some of our public networks or the satellite or a telephone systems here, correct? No, so owned by the multiple organization, that means the communication, post and telephone authorities. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.